Greetings and salutations. I'm Andrea. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I already did my evening yoga, and I'm now having some popcorn and coffee. And I was kind of while my second workout of the day video is uploading, I'm just kind of like thinking like it's been officially like 2 years since being fully vegan. 2 years being fully like just 100% vegan. Now for those of you guys that don't know or haven't watched earlier videos, I actually started my vegan, or I'm not gonna say vegan, I actually started like plant-based journey, if you want to call it, back in like 2009. So in 2009, do a quick little of how I got into like veganism and stuff. In 2009, I started college to become a veterinary technologist. And, you know, one of the prerequisite classes that I had to take prior to, you know, getting there, it was, you know, like one of the prerequisition classes that I had to take required that I do like a presentation, like one of those slideshow presentations. I chose like I did my presentation on factory farming. So since then, and having watched those videos and like doing the research to do the oral presentation, like the presentation, you know, from that point and like having my major as veterinary technologist or working with animals, you know, I decided to be vegan. So I kind of started that I started a plant-based journey back in 2009, technically. And when I say plant-based, or more so, you know, because I wasn't just vegan, like, you know, I started off as a vegetarian in 2009, where I just like didn't eat meat. You know, and there was like different points of my life since 2009 where I would, you know, be vegetarian or try out veganism again. And, you know, dairy or more so cheese was always kind of like, you know, I mean, like, so I already like, since then, like vegetarian, uvu, lacto vegetarian, back to uvu, vegetarian to pescatarian. I was even like vegan for, I don't know what year it was either. I was vegan for like a couple months. And I was like, oh my God. Like, you know, dairy was always kind of like that point. And like in 2009, there was still like, there was a lot of like brands or food companies or however you want to call it, that had vegan plant-based cheese and dairy products, but they didn't, I don't know, maybe it was just because I was, you know, my palate wasn't refined enough, but I didn't wasn't I didn't really like the taste of that stuff back then. But now I know like these plant-based food companies and food brands have definitely upped their game, and like, you know, so I became vegan in December, my birthday, December 23rd in 2023, is when I actually like, you know, I'm vegan. I'm gonna just vegan. So I've been vegan since then, and And then obviously, like, my more so too, I wanted to do like just back into veganism, not just for the animals, but for like, just be healthier. Plant-based diet is a whole lot healthier. And during that time when I kind of restarted my vegan journey in 2023, you know, my mom was already in the hospital, and I'm not gonna get too much into it right now. But yeah, and then a few months later, in March of 2024, my mom passed away. But I continued being vegan and being like eating healthy and just working out and exercising and working. And yeah, so like, you know, this is actually the longest time I've been vegan, like plant-based, 100% vegan, no animal products, anything like that. I've even kind of, moved up to where, like, to the point where my, my dish detergent and my all-purpose cleaners are plant-based derived, like, like, and stuff like that. And, so yeah, it's kind of it. And I mean, honestly, I don't wear like fur. I never really wear like real fur or real leather or anything like that. So that's clothing wasn't really an issue. But it's, since December 23rd of 2023. And now it is December 23rd, 2025. So I've been vegan for a full 2 years already. Like, I'm quite proud of myself. And I've made the most amazing dishes and meals and desserts and pastries, all vegan, all plant derived, and snacks. I mean, popcorn is just naturally vegan, but still, even like making my own birthday cake this year, which was an ice cream cake. Making that is just, having that to be like 100% vegan, plant-based ice cream cake that I made myself. So just kind of wanted to say that, like, yeah, I've been vegan for a whole 2 years already. Since this is like, vegan blog or my vlog or veganism and everything. As well as still being like single and celibate for over 7 years, going on 8 years pretty soon. So, that's not like, that's all I want to say. But yeah, it's already like 8:40 p.m. here in New York. And like I said, I already had my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner. I already did my morning yoga, my second workout of the day, which was strength training, which will hopefully be uploaded by the time I upload this video, and my evening yoga. So, like I said, having some popcorn and some coffee. That's pretty much it. I'm also considering just not posting for a while. I do this too anytime I have my like YouTube, like, I'm not too sure if I want to continue making YouTube videos. We'll see. Anyways, until next time, guys, hope you enjoyed. Have an amazing night. And if I don't post again after this video, Happy New Year.